sneer!
I told you before, I'm not interested in this nonsense.
And I've wasted my time.
You can show yourself now, Jaina. He's gone.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping, Master, but
It's your inquisitive nature that I've come to rely on, child. That crazed fool's convinced that the world is about to end.
I've heard the rumors of the plague spreading throughout the Northlands. Do you truly believe that the plague is magical in nature?
It's a strong possibility. That's why I need you to travel there and investigate the matter. I've arranged for a special envoy to assist you.
Yes, Master. I'll do my best.
I know you will, child. Farewell.
Prince Arthas, we've been waiting here for hours. Are you sure this friend of yours is coming?
I'm sure. Jaina usually runs a little late.
We must help her!
Stay your blade, Captain. She can take care of herself. Gentlemen, meet Miss Jaina Proudmoore, Special Agent to the Kirin Tor, and one of the most talented sorceresses in the land. Looks like you haven't lost your touch. It's good to see you again, Jaina.
You too, Arthas. It's been a while since a prince escorted me anywhere.
Yes, it has. Well, I guess we should get underway.
Our sources believe the plague originated in the region north of here. We should check out the villages along the King's Road.
I am ready.
I stand for the light. I'm here to help, for honor. Of course, for honor, justice shall be done.
That's curious.
The light is my strength. Is there danger? The light is my strength.
Shh, I'm trying to think.
How may I serve?
I'm here to help. Certainly. Feel my wrath. A sound. Of course.
Sounds good.
Justice shall be done. I'm here to help. Of course.
What's the plan?
I stand for the light. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. Of course. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. The light is my strength. A sound plan. Justice shall
Prince
be done.
Arthas, there's something amiss at the bridge ahead.
A sound plan. For honor. Justice shall be done. Certainly. A sound plan.
Greetings, my lord.
Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Is there danger? For honor. I stand for the light. Of course. Certainly. Certainly. Of course. I'm here
My
to help.
lord, someone has destroyed the bridge from the far side of the river. There is another way to cross, but it is not as safe as it used to be.
For honor. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Certainly. The
My
light.
lord, if this is about taxes, I can explain.
A sound plan.
Slaughter them all.
Bandits, run!
For honor. The light.
Sack the town.
Save us!
Trail.
Sounds interesting.
Justice shall be done.
Foul knave.
For honor. Of course. Of course.
Oh,
Certainly.
thanks so much. I have a reward for you.
Sound plan. For honor.
Shh, I'm trying to think here.
Is there danger?
That's curious.
The light is my strength. I stand for the light. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Of course. I'm
My
here to
lord,
help.
there is an ancient fountain shrine nearby. Legends say that its holy waters can restore health and heal grievous wounds.
That could prove to be useful indeed.
Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. A sound plan.
Shh, I'm trying to think.
For honor. Of course. The light is my strength. I'm here to help. The light.
What is your wish?
I stand for the light. Justice shall be done.
You are past redemption.
Is there danger? Justice shall
What's
be
the
done.
plan? I'll check it out.
The light is my strength. Certainly. Of course. For honor. I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound
I can
plan.
help. I'll take care of it.
I stand for the light. Of course. For honor. Justice.
Lock your shields and defend yourselves. Their arrows won't get through.
Skeletons? Slay them all immediately. What were those creatures, Sergeant?
Undead, my lord. This whole village has gone mad. We did our best to defend the villagers, but
We'll get to the bottom of this.
For honor. I'm here to help. Of course. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan.
Betrayer of the light.
For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course.
This must be the shrine that the old man spoke of. Any man who drinks from these life-blessed waters will be healed.
That's curious.
I'm here to help. For honor. A A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
What's the plan? I'll take care of it.
Is there danger? Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Of course. For honor. A sound plan.
It's as if the land around that granary is dying.
Could the grain itself be plagued?
Let's hope not. Those crates bear the regional seal of Anderhall, the distribution center for the northern boroughs. If this grain can spread the plague, there's no telling how many villages might be affected. I'll check it out.
Justice shall be done. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. The light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor.
Orders? Right.
I'm here to help. Of course.
What do you need? Yes, mighty.
Stand for the light. For honor. Justice is come. Stand for the light. A sound plan. For honor. Of course.
You are past redemption.
I'm here to help. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course.
Feel betrayal.
The light is my strength. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan.
Greetings. We are priests from Quel'Thalas. We've come to help heal the land of this strange curse.
As always, the generosity of the elves is greatly appreciated.
You should know that there is a granary warehouse at the far end of this village. This evil blight may be evident there as well.
Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Yes, my friend.
Yes, mighty.
How may I serve? Justice shall be done. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. What the hell are you men shooting at?
We're blasting those damn skeletons, sir. This whole flaming village is crawling with them.
Well, I could use your help. We've got a warehouse to destroy at the end of town.
Let's get to fighting.
I'm here to help. Certainly. I stand. Justice. Of course. Light is my strength. Sound. Name. Certainly. Is there danger? For honor. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Of course.
I can help. Sounds interesting.
Justice shall be done.
Orders?
Sounds good.
Is there danger? A sound plan. I stand for the light. Certainly. I'm here to help. Of course. For honor. Sound.
Inventory is
Certainly.
full.
What's the plan? Sounds good. I'll take care
The
of it.
light is my strength. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan.
We've been discovered, my brothers. Flee and continue with the operation. I'm sorry I can't stay and chat, but duty calls.
That creature looks like it was sewn together from different corpses.
Let's study it after we kill it, okay?
For honor. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly.
What's the plan?
What is your wisdom?
I see how far.
Stand for the light. A sound plan. Take word. Let me out.
Is there danger? Destroy that warehouse. Now!
Of course. I stand for the light.
Justice has come.
For honor. Certainly. Certainly.
What was that? And who was that wizard dressed in black?
I believe that the robed man was a necromancer. Obviously, he and his lackeys are behind this plague.
Well, it's a good bet we'll find him and the answers we're looking for in Anderhall.
And what's beyond that?
I don't know.